Yo, what you saying, people? It's your boy Nensei. It's been a while since man has uploaded an actual properly edited video rather than stream. It's the first video of the year and it's 29th of Jan, but it is what it is. Alright, cool. So what I'm discussing today is a new Dragon Ball game that's meant to release this year called Dragon Ball Project Z, and I'll basically talk about the trailer which they released. Which ain't really a trailer, it's more like a teaser, and also just share my opinions and I guess also tell you what I'd like for this game to be. So without further ado, let's begin. I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, so it's the first bit of stuff we see of this Project Z. It's seeming like it's primarily going to be about the Z universe, just the Z saga, all the sagas in Dragon Ball Z. And it did have some free roam looking aspect where you see Goku walking past Master Roshi's boomers as well, and at the same time it's like, is that it? Honestly, it seems like it's going to be heavily story driven. Doesn't seem multiplayer at all in the slightest. However, the way I see it, you're making an action RPG based around Dragon Ball. In all honesty, with all the story and canon they have at their disposal, they could make a game, a Dragon Ball RPG that could be easily 100+ hours, no problem, no sweat. Picture this, yeah? Picture this. You start off the game in the Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball storyline. Yeah, you start off as you, young Goku, and you're going through all of the story, or at least the most iconic parts of the story, like fighting King Piccolo and, you know, Goku charging into Red Rocket. Red Rocket? Not Red Ribbon. Red Rocket. Really? Base and just mashing up the thing. There's so many different stories you can have. We've not had Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball storyline, be revisited in current games. It's normally always Dragon Ball Z. Now obviously Dragon Ball Super's around and it's Dragon Ball Super and anything else, but Dragon Ball seems to just been sat in a corner for a bit, sleeping. Alright, cool. Might not be a lot of people's fan favorites like how it was in the past, but at the same time you have so much at your disposal that you can't just let it go to waste. I don't know if they'll make this game have your own creator character. It probably won't. However, it's an RPG and you should be able to do things like customize the characters that you are, at least to the point of their outfits and their clothes. They could do this in a way which, I can't lie to you, can touch a lot of fans' hearts in terms of where they were in terms of nostalgia from the Dragon Ball side of things. They could be doing certain fight scenes which brings like so much memories for people, and because it's including everything, that can invite new people who, well, at the same time, I can't imagine not knowing what Dragon Ball Z is at this current stage in time, but it will bring you to a point where you could invite new people in it. You could invite even more people. Why not? But you know, if I'm honest, I'm curious to see where this might go, and in the hopes of it hopefully being something which can still invite people, even though the story is something we've seen before. I'm not saying you have to go all out on a new, fresh, brand new story, but there's things we haven't really seen in a while, like the whole Dragon Ball side. I'd love to see that be brought up, and if you include all of this story from Dragon Ball up until Dragon Ball Super, do you know how much hours of content that will be? You know, there's a lot. Right now there's not really too much that I can say on Dragon Ball Project Z, other than the fact that, you know, a trailer's been shown, a year's been shown, not a month or a date, but a year's been shown. So this is, I guess, been in the works for some time. If they're showing a trailer and the year being 2019, this might just get pushed to 2020. Another thing as well, which could be really sick, is that you could be playing as Goku, yeah? You could be playing as Goku, but you can equip different ways of how he fights, because he's meant to know a range, a plethora of different martial arts moves, yeah? Plethora of different moves involving his ki energy. So really and truly, you could have your own Goku walking around with different ways of how he can fight, ways which you probably haven't seen in years, or you probably haven't ever seen before because it's not ever been done. I'm not sure what else I can really say on this, and how I'd like the game to be, what it could possibly be, something where it would be allowing fans to revisit previous events and a lot more than would be allowed to us in other previous games. I can't see this game being multiplayer, however I could possibly see this game being co-op. But yeah, it's been your boy. Hopefully this has been a somewhat entertaining or enjoyable video to say the least. And yeah, it's been a while, but I'll try and get this out. If there's anything else in regards to Project Z that piques my interest, then I'll probably make it to a video and let you guys know too. But yeah, it's been your boy. I'm done. Hopefully the screen's looking bliss right now. Yeah, I'm out. I am out. I'm out. I'm gonna fall. It's all good. All good.